Something I was mentioning last week about the posts in these hedges are incredibly annoying. Oh, we are not seeding. Why is this reversing so slowly? Because it just is. Okay. Seed this end. So, what was I going to say about that? Oh, yes. So it seems there are two options. One of the things is back in Farm Sim 2017, Oxygen David pioneered a hedges have no collisions except for bales and header trailers. And I think things like wall pallets and what have you. But he did that because, I mean, things like places like Chellington, you could mow a field and round bales would just take off and disappear on you. Eventually they would turn up somewhere. The problem is the somewhere was usually half a mile away, in the middle of a road, causing AI traffic blockage and all sorts of crazy shenanigans like that. So therein was our issue. So he created that sort of collision script for the hedges. Walls you can't drive through, and that's always been the case. The problem is with hedges, because they have a collision, they do impact the game's graphic performance. And as Oxygen David has made his maps more and more realistic, he's fighting for frames per second during play. So more recently he's just removed the whole hedges have collisions, and that's helped with his game frame rates and everything else. But it does mean that now on an Oxygen David map, your bales will sail through hedges and go disappearing. However, Farm Sim 22 physics, the bales are less likely to go running off on you, so it's not as bad as all that. Now, this is me just doing this by eye, so I'm really just going by where the weeds are for the most part. So anyway, so Oxygen David's doesn't have collisions on anything. This map is Cavalier Roy. He's still using the old script for bales don't go through hedges. At least I think he is. Might have removed it. The problem is the posts in the hedges. They are causing us a fair amount of grief. They have collisions, and Cavalier Roy explained to us the reason they need to have collisions. Originally he had no collisions on those posts in version 1 on this map, and the problem was you cut the posts to make the hedge go away, and the post would fall through the map and disappear underneath somewhere and cause graphical slowdown, because it's still an object that needs to be plotted. It's just hidden underneath what you can see. So it's sort of a double fight there. You either have posts with no collisions, and if you start removing the hedges by chopping the posts down, then you're going to have graphical slowdown, or you make the posts have collisions, and goodness me, the workers seem to have a huge problem with that. As we've seen, we can also get equipment wrapped around it, and the problem is you hit something, it's not easy to back away from it, because it usually knocks the tractor will bounce, and so I'm driving this way, and what ends up happening if I hit something, the tractor's dragged offline. So if I now try and reverse, the tractor is now stuck with it. So let's see if I can explain better. So if I hit something on this edge of the cedar right here, what will happen is the tractor will bounce and the thing will end up where that tyre track is. Now if I drive forward, I can't get past it, and if I drive backwards, I can't get past it. So that's a bit of an issue. I don't need to be seeding while I'm turning the corner. There we go. And that's true for trees, walls. Not so much walls, because walls are generally a solid barrier. You can't drive past it. And walls don't have the collision or the graphical issues that hedges do. If you want to make hedges drive-throughable, or drivable through, or whatever the correct grammar is. So because of the issues I'm having with hedges, I'm actually considering just chopping them all down, and at least round my fields. Around my fields I'll just chop them all down and replace them with fencing like we've got up in this corner here, and see where we go from there. Obviously fencing is not something that workers can drive through, or it's not something that I can drive through, but it is something that workers tend to cope with better, because rather than seeing a single point of collision in front of them and thinking, well, maybe I can get past it, or this is just causing me a headache, with a wall it's a solid barrier in front of them, and they can just say, well, I'll just go and do I'll back up and turn around so that I can do this. I can make the turn I need to make. So it's a little bit better there. We are going to have to take a look at this, because I'm not sure how good I've done. And I'm doing this without GPS, so I could be missing a fair amount of stuff here. See how it goes. Anyway, that's that piece. That should be the last bit in that corner. Should we take a look, see how we did? Oh, saving. That's a good plan. Over here. There's a couple of bits there, and then there's bits there. So, I did raise it up. No, I didn't. Let's lift it up. I think the problem here is I can't see it because trees.
We need to be sure of this. I don't know how we need. Draw an egg. Kate!
Alright.
Draw an egg. What's
Let's see how that looks now. Oops. It's good enough. Let's run over here. So this is 2 barley fields. Did I have another barley field, or are we now done? Ooh, I'm going to have to think about things, I guess.
Okay. Oh, I'm not good at drawing a bunny. I knew there was going to be one of bunnies.
Oh, drawing bunnies. Okay, let's see if I can get close along the edge here. And I'm going to move these trees too. At least some of them. They're just a problem. Okay. Lift that. Oh. And again, we will tuck into this corner here. Hi, bees.
Uh-oh, Mommy? That didn't look at best. It kind of looks like it looks like a flag.
And that should be good.
I'm drawing a call right now.
And it's lowered. Let's plant. Oh, that's actually a long piece with no weeds on for some reason. That should be, hello, that one, done. Have another look at the map. Possibly.
I need to ask Mommy. What does that say, Mommy?
Okay. Put that down. Let's put that down.
No, I'm just gonna draw your best.
I think I covered everything. Yeah, I definitely got the bit behind the tractor. That corner there looks a bit off. Let's go jump out and take a look at it. I mean, it could be that I got the tractor through it and the seeder just didn't follow that well. That's certainly looking that way. Let's go back and do that.
Mommy, this is the best that I can draw it. One right there, one right there, one right there.
It says draw a Pokemon card.
I can draw a Pokemon card. That's easy.
Okay. I can probably get this much close to the edge coming from this direction as the trees aren't in the way. I don't have to do it from inside the cab.
What does this one say?
You get a prize. It also says put ground somewhere.
There we go. We got that. Okay, so let's take a look at our fields. This one is growing. This one has planted. That we started harvesting. That's seeded. That's got weeds in. This is the next one ready to do. And that's not harvested. That one's not harvested anymore because it has been mulched. So I can go off to 54, get that seeded with, I believe the plan is, okay, barley. I've got big barley, small barley, 2 canolas, 3 canolas. No. What? I was going to plant barley in 49 too. Did I mulch that? Yes. Okay, so this one's seeded.
Mommy,
That one's seeded.
everything's gonna be brown.
49
actually.
needs barley
Okay.
in, and then we can start on the soybean fields. So, we're still doing barley, and I am going to need a
Wow.
supply of seeds before I can do that. That's annoying because we're going to have to go back to the other yard. And how's the grass in this field?
Number 6.
Oh, it's ready to harvest. Okay. So, yeah, that was the other thing I would like to get done. Probably not happening today. Oh, and it's going to rain a bit. Oh, so much hassle. Well, we don't have to get all the soybeans done today if we're not able to. And the reason I say that is because the soybeans, yeah, we've got 3 days, we've got 6 days to harvest them, but we can get those fields turned around tomorrow if we don't do it today, depending of course on the weather. Let's go this cedar field. I could have put the harvester on a worker, of course, but I didn't. Oh, let's see if we can beat the 2CV into the yard. Yes, we can. Well, can I fit through that gap, please? Yes. I don't remember how to open this. Open cover is button 8. Why didn't it open? There we go. Fill up the seed. Oh, is the roller done? Indeed it is. Okay. And there's us getting caught on something unintentional. Okay. Shouldn't do this, but we're stuck. Ow. And now we have to drive back to where we came from. But I do have 2 fields ready for seeding. So this tractor can keep on keeping on. All the massey fills in the gaps. As I said, might be worth getting that. Oh, you stupid. Oh, I was stuck on the car. Seriously? Oh, we have... There we go. Seem to have some bad collisions on the cars this way. Oh, does this thing have row crop markers that... Yes, have... Okay, this thing has row crop markers which have collisions even though you can't see them. There we go, folded them in. And actually, the field we want to seed is behind us. Ah, good job. How's the money? Money is doing kind of okay at the moment. So, I'm going to take this over to this corner and get this started. I will start the harvester on a worker and we'll go and tidy up the big field that the Massey Ferguson was rolling. And then I will switch it over to mulching and get that field there mulched. And we can get back to harvesting.
Mommy, you need to draw this truck for me. And I know this is cheating, but you need to draw. I don't even know how to draw a truck. I know it doesn't say that, but you need to draw it right there.
What's wrong with that one?
You just
Okay,
draw
there we go, Barley.
Let's draw on like a side or like. I might able to be a little bit more.
Turn that on, actually, because of the way this field is angled. I am going to complete this edge, and then as soon as we get to that hedge along the top, I can just set it off on a worker and it'll be fine. Trust me.
Good. Pretty good. Ah.
This field has a good headland over here, which does mean taking out a couple of those hedge posts could be a good thing. Let's try and get this lined up, and off you go. Okay, let's go find the Massey Ferguson. Okay, so I think I'm fairly okay. We've got this edge, obviously. Pretty sure the bit against the farm track is fine. This top edge is going to be a little bit of a challenge because it curves in and out, and those curves might be wider than the roller can manage. Now, I have been considering the future of this tractor. We will probably keep it. But I will get something in the 180 to 200 horsepower range, maybe a slight bit more, because a lot of the equipment we're using is just getting too big. But I think this tractor, it does have some use, so we will keep hold of it mostly. And plus, part of the reason is it's not like selling it's going to make us a lot of money. It's not, you know, we should almost never have a situation where I want to upgrade this tractor, and by selling this tractor I'll have enough money to buy the replacement. That's not going to be a thing. Okay. And again, I forgot. Raising and lowering this roller is totally painful. Oh. I thought I went all the way to the end here, but obviously not. Okay, that's mostly done. I should not have turned around that way, but I will need something that's fairly maneuverable so we can do this type of job on the fields with a bigger roller and a bigger mulcher. Okay, seeding. We are now in the last of the barley fields. This one is done. Okay, that was actually a very fine approach there. I thought I was going to miss that on the right hand side, but seems not. I think if I come back along the hedgerow, I can fill in the gap in the middle and then do this end. Riding that very close to the edge of the roller. That is not going to reverse well, so we won't even try. Probably reverse if I lifted the rollers, but not to worry. Missing the bit in the corner is not. Yeah, 2% extra roll, yeah, yield for about 5 pixels. Not even going to worry about it. But the good news is we are remembering to mulch and roll everything as we go. Oh, that didn't get planted. I think this bit did. Yes. And lift that up. Okay, so we've got a strip there, strip at the end. We'll put the roller in this yard. We'll grab the mulcher.